when you were here last time, you were a UMBC legend, the king of spladles. I don't know if they keep a record for that in the NCAA, most spladles per seain, but that's gotta be something, right?
Yeah, if anyone's weird enough to want to try to spladle someone every match for 5 years.
I mean, if you're wrestling at UMBC, you got to get some type of stats going, dude, and that's a good stat.
Yeah.
I feel like they should keep track of that. Absolutely. And you were you an art teacher yet, or had you not done that yet?
I was going to school to be an art teacher at the time. I think I was a junior in college last time I was on.
Okay.
So I got my degree, got my master's, became an art teacher, quit, and then just making YouTube videos.
How many years did you do the art teacher thing?
Just 1 year.
1 year.
Really?
It was hellish.
That's insane, 'cause I feel like you had such like a path planned out.
Oh, yeah.
And like you literally got to your goal.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you got to it, you're just like, oh, wait.
Yeah, because you never know if you want something till you get it.
Interesting.
And then you get that shit and you're like, no, thank you. It's like you want to
that's why we quit college, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be like a hot girl you're chasing, you know what I mean? And you work for it for months and you finally get her and then it turns out she's a bitch, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
A lot of things in life are like that. So
Yep.
yeah, I got the teaching gig, quit it, and then now I'm doing something that did not require going to college.
Yeah, that's how it goes for a lot of people, honestly. But there was like a pretty solid like buffer zone between when you stopped doing the art teaching thing how many years ago?
June 18th, 2020.
And so that's not that long ago, but did you quit because you had machinations to do the YouTube thing at that point?
Yeah, I had been recording videos since that January, so for 6 months, and I had been backlogging stuff, and then put in my 6-month resignation, and the day my contract ended, I released my first episode of the Buckingham Show.
I mean, it's ballsy to think that you just like quit a good solid job too. I mean, a teacher is like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. I think I know one person ever who got fired from being a teacher.
Dude, shout out health insurance.
And it's usually for fucking a kid.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This person didn't do that, which makes it almost even worse. Like, damn, you must have really sucked at teaching.
Talking about Yaska.
No, I'm not talking about Yask. Oh, yeah, he did get fired.
Yeah.
After
No,
that.
2 people.
2 people. Okay, I know 2 people that got fired. But so you released your first episode of the Buckingham Show right after you quit?
Yeah, the day my contract ended.
So when you started filming, did you know you were just going to quit?
Yeah.
So you were just like, all right, I'm fucking starting. So it must have been, okay, so you're only 6 months in when you started filming then.
Yeah, not even 4 months. I had been teaching for 4 months when I decided I was going to put in my 6-month resignation and start.
Was there a
filming.
day
What
that
happened at 4 months?
Dude, these kids were just fucking heathenous bastards, and it was like
Were you
my
working? What kind of school? Was it like a public school, private school?
Yeah, public school.
Okay, public school.
In Montgomery County, Germantown area.
Mm-hmm.
The kids were just like horrible, and in my mind, I was always like, the teacher makes or breaks the classroom. You know, whether it's a good class or not, they have so much power over that. But the kids, on the flip side, the kids have a lot of power over, you know, the teacher's enjoyability. And I remember when I was in school, if you misbehaved, you would get lunch detention, or there would be some kind of punishment that would be like, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to get in trouble. They've like gotten rid of all of that in Montgomery County.
What
There's
grades were you teaching?
Pre-K through 5th.
Jesus.
So
Yeah, you can't spladle one of those little fuckers.
I've never wanted to sleep a child more than I did when I was a fucking teacher. Because the kids are just so rude. There's just not even any basic humanity. I mean, it's because their lives are fucked up at home. I don't want to like blame them. Obviously,
Yeah.
they're young little kids. But
They're
I
just
don't want-
calling you slurs and doing Fortnite dances.
Yeah. They're T-posing on me and calling me a little bitch.
what
Try hard.
were they like inner city kids? What county were you teaching?
Moco.
Montgomery County.
Which is like,
Germantown.
isn't that a rich county?
I mean, that's around DC too.
Yeah, true.
There's this rapper named Simba who's in jail. You ever heard of the rapper Simba from this area?
I think so,
Well,
yeah.
where he strong-armed robbed somebody was in the right where I was teaching, Watkins Mill area.
What is strong arm robbery? Does that mean no weapon?
It means you're jacked, you're at the gym, you're not a little pussy, you got strong arms.
And you just want to be like,
a
look, dude,
compliment.
clearly I'm more
You
jacked
just
than
flex
you.
in front of the person. You're like, yeah, see that? I'd give me my money.
Yeah.
Like Dom will get like a puny armed robbery.
Yeah, dude.
It's way less.
Scrawn arm
individual.
robbery.
Scrawn arm, dude. This guy needs a weapon if he can fucking pick it up.
They give you a dumbbell when they're sentencing you. But no, the kids were just really bad. There was no punishment, so I felt like I had no ability to keep the kids in check, you know, except for like having some stupid positive reward system, like coupons for erasers or something. It just wasn't
Yeah.
working, and I
Who
figured
wants an eraser?
Yeah,
Actually, when you're in school, an eraser is a hot commodity.
Do you remember the school store?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm copping some mechanical pencils today, baby.
yeah. You were balling if you had a new mechanical pencil
Dude,
back
you
in
got the
those days.
gummy eraser, the little like it looked like bubble gum.
Yeah.
are sick.
I was just a fan of the classic. You know, it was like what meant you were like cool was if you had like the white eraser with the cardboard thing around it. You know what I'm talking about? That was like the professional erasers. Like this guy can erase anything.
Nah, top notch, top quality. The erasable pens. You remember those?
Dude, I thought I liked erasable pens, but low-key, they sucked. I'm left-handed, dude. So when I'm fucking writing over erasable pen, when I finish a sentence, the beginning of the sentence is gone.
Yeah, it's just smeared.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there. It's a problem. We can get to erasable pen some other time, I would say. Probably on our next episode.
Damn. Yeah, so I went to school for 6 years to be a teacher, and then when I was finally teaching, it just wasn't making me happy, and I wasn't willing to put in more time to figure out if it would make me happy eventually. So,
Well, what gave you the idea? Because I'm interested to know what the progression was to doing what you do now. Because the last time we talked,
Yeah, we're trying to be successful too.
yes. Where do I get my art degree so I can quit immediately and become successful? I'm trying to figure out when you were here last time, you were making rap music. And doing your own art. And I did find it interesting before the podcast when we were talking. You were like, it's because I went through your YouTube page today and I didn't realize that you were still making music. You know, you've had like, I think it was 4 albums, I think since 2016 or something like that.
Yep.
I saw you put out your most recent one in 2020.
Yep.
Last year. So that's something you're still doing, but you said like it's nice now because like doesn't have to be your identity. Like it always felt like kind of awkward to be like, I'm a rapper. You know, so now you have the Buckingham Show, Brandon Buckingham Show, but you still get to have that outlet of rap, which is good. But what made you transition into what you're doing now? I guess, like, where did you get, like, I guess you had the idea that you wanted to have something on YouTube, but how did you know you wanted to go the direction that you went?
I was always a big fan of like Tom Green and $1 Million Extreme, Sam Hyde, Longmont Potion Castle, Psychic Pebbles, just weird comedy YouTube shit. And I don't know what I think I always wanted to be a YouTuber. Like me and Ryan Santmeyer made like sketch comedy and shit back in like 2017, 2018. I think I always wanted to do it, but never committed because in my mind I was always like, I can't put inappropriate stuff out on the internet. I have to be a teacher. I have to be appropriate. I have to lead this life that is to a certain standard, you know, because I can't get the job. So I think when I got the teaching thing and I was like, this is what I've been working for 6 years. It's not making me happy. It's making me miserable. I'm going to say, fuck it, try the YouTube thing. And I don't give a fuck what's on the internet. I'll get drunk. I'll say inappropriate things and I'm just going to go for it.
And what I did watch, so I saw when you were talking about the release of the show. And what I thought was really impressive about it was a lot of times, and myself included, and most people I know, especially when it's your kind of first crack at something like that, you're going to put stuff out and it kind of flops, it kind of flails, and like, you know, you're not getting the feedback that you'd like to see from it. But it was almost, I mean, an immediate kind of return. Like, did you know just the content that you had was going to take off in that way immediately? I mean, or were you, I mean, to quit your job and then pursue it, like, there had to be something in your mind like, dude, the shit I'm about to put out, it's going to hit. There's no chance it doesn't hit.
I was not that confident. I still am not that confident, surprisingly enough. I thought it was funny, and I felt like it was a better natural fit than rapping because I'm not that cool. I've never been that cool of a guy to be like, I'm a rapper.
Yeah, it does require a coolness factor.
Yeah, the swag.
Yeah, like the image.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Even like Little Dicky, like he does have a certain element of like coolness and swag to him, and I felt like I've lacked. So it just felt more natural, and I just felt like, let's see where this can go. And yeah, the first time I put out an episode, it was more well received than my music. You know, I wasn't even getting 1,000 views, but it was more well received. And then I was just like, I'm going to do this for 6 months and stay consistent and see what happens. I feel like consistency is everything. I think if I would have put out 15 episodes and stopped for even a month, I would be like nowhere.
Did you have a bunch of stuff like in the backlogs for when you released it? For what are you doing, weekly uploads?
I put out a video every single week for 68 weeks without missing one. And yeah, what am I saying? Dude, I still don't feel that confident about it, even though I have like 65,000 subscribers and have gotten over 1 million views this past month.
I mean, obviously, I understand that, like, as an artist, you're never going to feel completely fulfilled, I guess, or ever feel like you're truly reaching your
Yeah,
potential.
until
you
you
know
have
what I mean?
like fuck you money too. You're like,
Yeah.
I could just fall through the floor right now. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
it'd
the
be
money
over.
thing is big. People will
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, how does it feel now that you made it?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't even like my car doesn't fucking work." You know what I mean?
So you have no other job other than YouTube.
No, yeah, I've been
That's wild.
full-time YouTube for like almost 70 weeks.
Do you do like any like Patreon or like
Yep.
OnlyFans? Or
Yeah, I have a Patreon. I have like
Okay.
350 patrons.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I do DoorDash sometimes. Shout out to
There you
DoorDash.
go. That's
Yeah,
a
shout out
job.
DD.
DoorDash.
Yeah.
Dash.
No,
Never
but
do
it-
like an episode. You ever think about doing like a DoorDash episode where you like fuck with your clients at all?
I have thought about that.
Ooh,
That's
You gotta
something.
do it right before you quit, though.
Yeah, burn that
Just
bridge.
'cause, yeah, they probably won't like that.